All right, welcome back. A little travel weather coming up, but first a look out here now at the dry but cold Michigan Avenue. As Chicago yesterday did get some snow flurries reported at O'Hare and Rockford, coming in with a trace of snowfall record for the day. A far cry from what we saw not only last March, but even last April. It was a very mild late winter, early spring in most of the eastern half of the nation, but what a difference a year makes. Now Michigan Avenue is dry, but plenty of areas in and around Chicago still underwater. The good news for the upcoming weekend, it will be dry. And plenty of flooding still going on. And Thursday, getting reports from WLS Radio, one of our radio affiliates, that, even the behind-the-scenes people saying that, what, we haven't seen this kind of flooding in some people's lifetimes, and then some of the old-timers saying, maybe 50, 60 years. So quite significant and still high-standing water. And Julie Martin, I believe, still reporting, or will have some reports from Julie coming in near the Des Plaines River, where it almost peaked crest yesterday at 11 feet, but it looks like it's slowly beginning to recede. All right, here's the big picture forecast. We've got the front coming off the coast here. Now, most of these showers, thunder showers, coming through this morning in Boston, and should be over with as we head through the morning hours, and then colder air spilling back in with, believe it or not, some snow around the lake. So lingering showers along the coast in the northeast. Showers, thunderstorms for the Carolina coast to Florida. Now, this morning, and you're going to see the radar pretty soon, we've got some heavy rainfall coming through the eastern Carolinas and down across southeast Georgia and Florida. Now, with a little luck, we'll try to get that out by this afternoon, but it will be slow on the roadways if you are traveling this morning. So slow speed travel, high speed wipers, you're probably going to have them whipping back and forth pretty quickly. Nation's midsection chilly, below normal by quite a bit, but precipitation free. More winter weather will try to start getting into the northern plains as we head through today, and they've certainly had enough this April, and the rest of the plains will be dry and starting to get a little bit warmer. Oak City and even on into Houston. Out west, we'll watch for our next system to start diving in as rain and snow will start picking up a little bit in the northern Rockies and even out across the Pacific Northwest. The deserts of the Southwest beginning to heat up. We'll see a ridge building here, and ridges in the west usually mean dry, warm air. So Phoenix up to 91. Good travel weather around Los Angeles too at 82 degrees. So your temperatures have been going up in LA because now we've got more of an offshore flow, and we get away from the marine layer coming in off the Pacific, and temperatures normally heat up. Even a place like Sacramento this week could get close to 90 degrees or higher. Travel forecast now up in the air. Miami, maybe some minor delays with thunderstorms in the forecast. Seattle showers, but nothing significant to slow you down. Denver looks like no delays expected with just partial clouds around. All right, now as we get into early next week for business travelers, and if you are heading out maybe for a vacation or something, you're going to want to watch the next cold push of air coming in. The jet stream is just staying in this configuration that really resembles more like late winter rather than early spring. And as it does, it's still bringing cold enough air around with a snowpack to the north to potentially produce a little bit more snow to the north. All right, and then moisture will once again be surging northbound. There's going to be impacts to travel here, not only if we do get any snowfall around, but also from rain and thunderstorms, possibly around Chicago again, possibly into parts of the Ohio Valley in the southeast. More wet weather coming in. There's plenty of saturated ground. Just don't know quite yet the details. How much rain is going to come down, where the storm is going to fire, and how is it going to impact the flooding that is occurring as we speak. But then on the other end, it's kind of like source to sink. You've got a ridge building and dry weather settling in this weekend. That's going to continue in the west, and those warmer temperatures. 91 Phoenix today, Vegas 83, Yuma 94, and even Albuquerque at 79. So nice dry warm weather here out toward the west. Even warmer by Sunday at 96, Fresno 89 degrees, and Reno 76. So some beautiful weather here and starting to feel a lot more like late spring. Look at Monday. 94 Phoenix, Yuma 96, Vegas, you'll go up to 91 degrees. Now here's that wet weather we were talking about if you are going to be traveling. The 95 corridor, absolutely disgusting this morning. Ugly with the heavy rainfall from Savannah up through the Carolinas and east now of 95 as you get into North Carolina, but the Outer Banks taking it on the chin this morning further toward the north. Heavy rainfall coming down. Looks like as you head on the Turnpike South and the Garden State, you may run into some of that rain in the Garden State, and then further on off toward the north, you get into the East Coast, and 95 once again picking up on the rain. 90 as you head toward Albany, out of Boston, seeing a little bit of rain. Stay tuned.